Hi guys, welcome to a one-off tutorial vlog. I think that's what I should call it. Today guys, my name is Julie of Crafty Juju Designs. If you're new, welcome. Thank you for joining me as always. This little tiny tutorial, I thought I'd just show you how I'm going to end up making my Bruce. Put the picture of Bruce there. Bruce playing with his balls of wool on his back picture for my display for future events. And the event this is going to be for is for the cat show live at the NEC. It'll have been and gone by the time I've done this, so I'll put some footage at the end of the sign, the picture I made and what else I ever make to go with it. But I thought I'd show you guys how I made this into a sign for my table. My brain went blank then guys, I'm so excited to make it. So yes, I'll need card, I've got mount board, good old glue, a bit of time on the computer, print out. Thankfully I do actually have an A3 printer, so that will help me. If you haven't got an A3 printer, you can make large pictures via A4. You just need to split your picture into sections of A4 paper and then you can stick them together. So yeah, let's get straight onto Canva and I'll show you the picture I'm going to use. So guys, as you can see, I have opened up my Canva. I have already got a page set up for A3 page, and Google said A3 is 297 by 420 millimeters. So I put that in and that's what I've been using, and you can see here this is me doing my sheets for my display boards on my stall. So we'll go down to find an empty page. Actually we need to add a page, so we add a new page. I've preloaded Bruce with his balls of yarn. I'm just going to make sure there's no background. I don't think there's background. I think I did actually save this as a PDF, but we'll check 'cause there's no harm, right? So it is right, and then I do this out of paranoia, just check again. Oh, wrong colour to check against black. Oh god, he's all white. Yeah, that's fine. Ignore what I've just done. So yeah, we've got Bruce on there now, but I want him bigger. So what I'm going to do is turn him 90 degrees and extend him as big as I can on this A3 piece of paper without actually losing him off the page. So, and I want to be able to have a cutting area, so I think that is going to be really best place to have him. So yeah, I've got it like that. If I turn him around, is he going to be exactly as... Oh no, he could have gone bigger that way. So right, there you go guys, this is how it's worth testing. So yes, he's a little bit bigger that way around now. So simple, it's just as simple as that. Just make yourself a template. If you've got Photoshop or something like that, you could probably do it in that, but I don't actually have Adobe or anything, so I use Canva a lot for things like this. So yeah, I got Bruce the size I want. It's funny turning around and he's a little bit bigger now, but yeah, he's that size. What I want to do now for my sake is make myself a cutting line that goes all the way around, because I know I'm not very good at cutting out sometimes. So while we're in Canva, I'm going to go to Edit and Shadows and select Outline. Obviously it's a black outline. I don't want black outline, but we'll just use the black outline at the moment to give me an idea of whereabouts it will end. We'll go 100% and I'll put it white. Then what I'm going to do is change the background colour slightly just so it shows up. So we'll do it. I know this is going to use in ink, but I don't use a lot of grey ink, so hopefully it'll be alright. I'm using grey, and then I can see the outline of Bruce that I need to cut out. And I can make him a little bit bigger. Let's just make him a little bit bigger, just a little bit. So yeah, it's going to be 30 by 30 almost size wise. So now I've done that, I'm going to download this as a PNG, make sure it's right page it is, and download that, and then we will get it printed, and yeah, and on to the next stage. But like I say, if you've got Photoshop, Adobe and all that, then you could do it in that quite easily probably, but I haven't got that and I don't know how to use it, so yeah. We'll go with this. So yeah, I'll get this printed and come back to you shortly. So I've put A3 paper in my back rear feed. Like I say, I've got the Epson Eco Tank, and thankfully I went for the one that could do A3 paper, so I've put it on A3. When I did the print settings, I did make sure it was set to A3 because I've done that before and wondered why it's printed out weirdly. But yeah, So yeah, always double check your print settings, because I know I've been there, done that a few times. So it's grabbed the paper, and I've got it set on high quality and A3 semi-gloss paper. It's not really glossy paper, but it has got a little bit of a sheen to it. I won't call it glossy, but I always put it semi-gloss and shrink to fit, and I say high quality colour. He's mainly black, so it shouldn't be too bad. Let's hope he comes out alright. Okay guys, we have my printed image on some A3 paper. I've let that sit for half an hour, I did something else. Now I want this to last for more than one show, and I'm always paranoid about things getting marked and things, so I am going to put some matte vinyl over the top. I don't actually have A3 matte vinyl, so I am going to do it in 2 halves, and hopefully it will work okay. So let's try this, do this half first and get my squidgy. Okay, as you can see, you saw I slightly overlapped that because I want it to be sealed. So yeah, when it's up in the air, I don't think it's going to be able to see that much. So then next, I'm going to get my mount board. Now I've got an offcut mount board from a previous project. Let's see if I can get this on my desk without knocking everything off. What I'm going to do is stick this down and cut out, I think, the piece of board that I want, because otherwise it's just going to be too big for my desk. So let's use this, and I'm wasting a bit, but let's use a sticky bit of the vinyl I've got left just to keep it in place. I'm going to get my knife, and I'll just roughly do this because it doesn't fit my desk and it's a bit up in the air. Careful with the knife, of course. That's more for me, not you guys, because I know what I'm like with a knife. So I'll do that way, and that way. There we go. That's a more manageable size. Now to cut it out, I've obviously not stuck it, so I need to stick it down now. So we'll take that off of there. That was handy for that. For this first part, I am just going to use a Pritt stick. Well, not branded, but yeah. Use a glue stick and just really lather it on. When I've cut it out properly, I will go around the edges to make sure I haven't missed any areas, and if there's any areas peeling up, I might put some double-sided tape on it, because sometimes your glue doesn't always last as well as you'd want it to. So make sure that's on there like that, and smooth it out. So he's coming alive, Bruce, playing with his balls of yarn. Let's stick that down like that. Put the lid back on. And then I'm going to cut around these outlines. Hopefully make it at least decent enough. I know I'm not very good at cutting out things, but with it being a stand display, we can neaten it up after. So let's get on cutting. guys, my Bruce made bigger for my stall. He's turned out rather good, I think, myself. I got that matte layer on. There's the joins there, but yeah, you can't tell from a distance. It's quite neat for me. For saying I had a proper brand new knife, that's the brand new one, I ended up using my trusty cat paw knife because it went through a lot easier, and then I tidied it up, went round the edges and tidied it up with the scissors just to make sure everything was like nice and smooth and there's no grey bits left on, because I had that grey border, which helped me a lot because then that meant I kept a nice even line all the way around. Knowing me, if I hadn't done that, I know what I'm like, I would have, yeah, it wouldn't have been even. So if you need to, like me, do that, put a border around it and follow the border. If you can do it freehand, do it freehand, but I know what I'm like, I can't do it freehand. I will show you guys this in position at the end of this video, don't worry, I'll let you see it. I hope it's been some help for you, this very quick tutorial. I know when I was looking to do it, I had an idea it would be a picture and mount board, but I'm a very visual person, and sometimes I like to double check that I've got the right idea and look online for anyone else who's made one. So hopefully this video helps you guys out there who find it. Please let me know below if it's helped, or if you like what I've done, or if you've got any tips of how I could do it better. Like and subscribe below if you like this content and you're new to me, that'd be amazing. And yeah guys, I hope this tutorial has been some help, and I will see you all very, very soon. Bye!